Right, so the Oliver Oaks situation is absolutely crazy, and I use that word in the most literal sense. This is insane. So for those that aren't aware, if those have not been watching F1 news for the last couple of days, you will have seen that Oliver Oaks resigned as the boss of Alpine, the team principal of Alpine. Now, this was obviously followed by the news that Franco Colapinto was going to replace Jack Doohan in the second seat for that team. Now, it seemed to a lot of people, including myself, as though some kind of power struggle was going on between Oaks and Flavio Briatore, the team's executive advisor. And that might have been the case. We don't know what's been going on behind closed doors. But something that's been happening outside of closed doors, in the actual outside world, is that Oliver Oaks' brother has been arrested for allegedly transferring criminal property. He was arrested at Silverstone on Thursday, and he has been in police custody ever since. Now, this adds a whole new layer to what is going on here. Oliver Oaks might well have actually resigned because he wants to lay low, given what is happening with his brother. And let me explain why. I'll just go through it. Normally, I don't read the actual article itself on this. I've been trying to get away from that for you guys. I know you guys like a bit of variety in there, and that's absolutely fine. But given that this is in the Independent here, that I was linked by my good friend John. John, if you're listening or watching, thank you very much for tuning into the channel, and thanks for providing this information. Shout out to you, my man. But yeah, let's just go through this because this is absolutely wild. Oliver Oaks resigned as Alpine F1 team principal on Tuesday night, just days after his brother was arrested, it has been revealed. William Oaks, a fellow director at Junior Team High-Tech Grand Prix, was arrested in Silverstone Park last Thursday and charged with transferring criminal property a day later. Police state the 31-year-old was in possession of a large amount of cash. The police statement adds that he has been remanded in custody, having appeared before Northampton Magistrates Court on Saturday. Oliver Oaks, who is not accused of any wrongdoing or links to the arrest of William Oaks, joined Alpine from High-Tech last summer. High-Tech, of course, for you guys who aren't aware, are a Formula 2 team. It's kind of a nice promotion to see Oliver Oaks get a big job in Formula 1 after that. But yeah, if you know anything about High-Tech, you'll know what one of their biggest backers is, and we'll get into that. Oliver Oaks, who is not accused of any wrongdoing or links to the arrest of William Oaks, joined Alpine from High-Tech last summer. High-Tech, of course, being a Formula 2 team, for those who aren't aware. He resigned on Tuesday night, one day before the team changed their driver lineup, with Jack Doohan dropped for Franco Colapinto. The report in the Telegraph details that the ex-Alpine boss Oaks flew to Dubai from the Miami Grand Prix last weekend, but his current whereabouts are unknown. A statement from the Metropolitan Police read, William Oaks, 31, of Rugby, was charged with transferring criminal property on Friday, May 2nd, after he was stopped in the Silverstone Park area in Northamptonshire on Thursday, May 1st, 2025, in possession of a large amount of cash. He appeared before Northampton Magistrates Court on Saturday, May 3rd, and remanded in custody. The Independent has approached High-Tech Grand Prix for further comment. In 2022, High-Tech was 75% owned by Russian oligarch Dmitry Mazepin. Yes, the Mazepins. The Mazepins are involved in this. Who would have guessed? Who had close ties to Russian President Vladimir Putin. Mazepin initially bought a stake in 2016 when his son Nikita joined the team to compete in Formula 3. Oliver Oaks took full ownership of the team 9 days before Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, forming a new company, High-Tech Global Holdings Ltd, on 11th of March 2022 to take control of shares from Mazepin's Cyprus-based company, Bergton Management Ltd. High-Tech Global Holdings Limited was formed 3 days after the Mazepins were sanctioned by both the UK government and the European Union. Nikita Mazepin, who was a Haas F1 driver at the time of the invasion, was sacked by the team before the start of the 2022 season. Haas also ditched their Mazepin-owned title sponsor, Uralkali. Nikita Mazepin has since been cleared to return to competitive racing after a ban was overturned by the Court of Justice of the European Union. Meanwhile, an assumed disagreement between Oaks and Alpine executive advisor Flavio Briatore over the driver swap was denied in a joint statement on Wednesday. A statement attributed to Oaks read, "It's been a privilege to lead everyone at Enstone. What a team, what a place. It is a personal decision for me to step down. Flavio has been like a father to me, nothing but supportive since I took the role, as well as giving me the opportunity. Everyone in place for 2026 and where this dream deserves to be. I believe in Enstone." Briatore added, "Me and Ollie have a very good relationship and a long-term ambitions to drive this team forward together. We respect Ollie's request to resign and have therefore accepted his resignation. The reasons are not related to the team and are of a personal nature." My God. Just when you thought, I mean, look, I'll say it. I'll take back my comments. Well, some of my comments anyway from the other day. Alpine are a mess. Not necessarily for this, but Alpine are a mess as a Formula 1 team. But my God, the rabbit hole that I've gone down with this is unbelievable. So yeah, allegedly having that criminal money. And obviously with the ties to the Mazepins, with the sanctions on Russia going on, this is really bad. And honestly, I mean, I'm not saying, for legal reasons, I am not saying that Oliver Oaks has something to do with this. But given the fact that he has resigned as Alpine team principal, maybe because he thought, well, I don't want all these questions. I don't want to face all these questions when they come out in the media. I'll go to Miami and then I'll quit. Maybe that's what he thought. It is also entirely possible he has something to do with this. I'm not saying he does, but it's possible. And if that is the case, then he will want to very much lay low. So we will bring you any updates when it comes to this, guys. I want to hear your theories about what's going on here, because this is fishy. This is deep criminal underworld type stuff in Formula 1. Who would have thought it? Criminals being involved in F1. Well, that's never going to happen, is it? Not like Flavio Briatore was a convicted felon and escaped prison back in the day. That's exactly what he did, by the way. Go look Flavio Briatore's Wikipedia page. It's absolute insanity. But yeah, so maybe Oliver Oaks was not got rid of because of Colapinto. Maybe they made that switch in part. Maybe they're going to do it anyway, but maybe they made that switch in part because they're like, we want to make it look like we've pushed him out. I don't know. I'm really confused about all this, to be honest. But like I said, when we get some more news on it, we'll bring you here on Formula Reports, guys. Have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world today. And yeah, Formula 1, what the F1 is going on?